It's time for Full of Shit Friday. We're gonna watch some slop and make your day. The slop will flow, but that's okay, because it's Friday. Friday, gotta watch slop on Friday. We're gonna Friday, Friday, gotta watch slop on Friday. We're gonna
Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Happy FOS Friday. Hola, 144. Good to see you. Thank you for not snubbing me in my own chat. I appreciate it. I hope you've had a good week. It's December, boys. I don't know if that's a good thing for everybody else, but this is pretty cool. How is everybody doing? Because there's so many of us here right now. We are live on YouTube and Twitch as usual, but instead of on X, we are on Rumble today. So let's see if we get some nice juicy bots coming through and telling me how to run my channel. Sloppy Chan, buy some Mervis diamonds. Listen, I wasn't raised close enough to the Kimberley hole, the Kimberley diamond mines. I was close to the gold mines, but I never rode my bike on the mine dumps. We drove past the mine dumps a lot. So yeah, Carl sent me a video of an ad for these people they're trying to make it like really woo, our diamonds are authentically South African and whatever, because they were fresh off out of the diamond mines. Meantime, maybe their grandfather was in the mines. Anyway, advertising is great. We had a bit of a discussion about that today on the Think. Good morning, Orange Avenger. I have a ram to tell you how to run your channel. Okay, but you're not. You see, Orange Avenger, you're not on Rumble, so you're more of a person. I decided. Looks like you're on time. Yes, Maddie. We have not started yet. I'm just saying hello to everyone and kind of just chilling out for a little bit, seeing how everybody is. Charles' support worker was very lovely today. Absolutely. I hope she can come back. She's often at work or needing to sleep to go to work. But we had a special day today. So yeah. It was absolutely lovely having Emily on. If you don't know what we're talking about, go and see today's Think. It's on this channel. Obviously, Rumble, the Think is not on Rumble, but just go to the... So wait, you talked about the ad on Thinker's stream. No, we spoke about advertising, just advertising in general, just how it can be so soulless. I should have, yeah, I guess we could do a Think on advertising as well, advertising itself. And then I would be basically just putting myself out of a job forever, because like you could find me on the internet saying how much I hate advertising. But that's good. I don't want to go back into it. I suppose if I had to, I would. Sorry if there is a delay. I think there is a delay with my camera. It's being a thing. What else? Emily is cool. She is the coolest. And immediately, as soon as I saw her, I was like, Charles, it was so mean. But I was like, Charles, you have hit way above your weight, sir. Like, instead of saying to her, Emily, you are beautiful, I was like, Charles, wow. You know, as if she's not there. I don't know how to deal with people. Okay. Again, now I'm never going to get a job. All right. Right. That's what we're doing today. So we are going to reactcept. Okay, we're going into reactception because we are watching Metatron react to Candace, and then we are reacting to Metatron reacting to Candace. Okay, right. And yeah, it's about, what do you even want to call it? Like it's about Candace. Okay, and we need it to be about Candace. we need Metatron. I don't want to watch Candace's videos without a filter right now. Okay, I'm just a bit too I'm a bit too fragile right now, and Candace might blow my mind. Okay, she might turn me into a CIA member. Okay, so you know what? We need to watch through the eyes of Metatron. Okay, and we'll be safe. It's like a safe distance from Candace's crazy. So let's do this, guys. But yeah, gosh, there's so much. It would be great for me to end off this year by finishing my deep dive into Candace Owens' journey. But that's a lot of watching. But I guess, yeah, I guess that would be a great dream. So two huge goals for the next 2 weeks, really, because it's December now, boys and girls, is finishing. Actually, there's 3. Okay, finishing the getting you members the actual next membership video, which is about Marcus Aurelius, still in there, but I'm learning new editing tricks, so I'll be quicker now. Then doing the Candace deep dive, Candace Owens deep dive, and then the finishing the gender debate mind map. All those things, and you guys know how flaky I am, so I'm just letting you guys know, I'm putting it out there that I have these goals, so you guys can make me feel horrible if I don't achieve them. Okay, there you go. Ban South African ads. How many do we have? I watched a couple, like a compilation of South African ads last night, and the one was in Henry, I love it when you talk foreign. It would be fun to do a bit of a show of those. But the band ads, is it what? Because they're too languagey. Like one of them said footsack in it. So anyway, let's get onto it. Let's get into it. We are going to watch a Metatron video. Right. You know what? It's I don't know if my computer's not happy. Okay, let's go. Let's watch a Metatron. Nando's, where's my chips? Oh, yeah. Was that a Nando's one? Because her boobs are in the way. Nando's ads. Go and see the latest Nando's ad. It's really, really, it's lekker. It's about, again, Nando's is the most proudly South African thing that you can watch. Their adverts. Honestly, the best. Okay. I'll show you one if you're lucky later. So let's see.
That I want to speak about, but in this case, it's not a situation where I prepared something like in other scenarios and then I tell you what I think. No, this is a situation where, guys, you really need to help me out because I don't think I understand the situation properly.
I will help you, Metatron. I am an expert at understanding Candace.
And I need your help. We're going to talk about Candace Owens because I am very confused. I am extremely confused. Oops, I opened YouTube by mistake. We're going to look for some videos and some clips. And I am so confused because every time I watch something from her, if it's stuff that is like older, sometimes I've heard her say stuff and I'm like, yeah, sure, I can agree with that. But the recent stuff, we have the entire situation when it comes to Charlie Kirk. She said it was a friend. Then she said that Israel offed him. Then she said that it wasn't Israel. It was what? What was the latest one she said? Who is it that actually offed Charlie Kirk? Was it Russia?
Yeah, it's no. You know what? The beauty of this, let me tell you, Metatron. Okay. The beauty of this is that it's each of them and all of them together. Okay. So they didn't act alone. So the French soldiers or whatever, some division, some military part of the French, they didn't act alone. Okay, so they've done it, and she's got the proof. Okay, which is basically she thinks it, and it's possible. So therefore, it's probable. Therefore, actually, it did happen. So all of those leaps just happened with our lovely Candace girl, Candy, kooky Candace. She's got it all going for her. So yes, she has changed from theory to theory, but also she doesn't actually. She brings them all together. They all conspired together. If you guys want, please let me know. Send in a super chat and I will play us the Charlie Kirk song that our lovely Zerofux created.
Show was it?
Actually, you don't even need a super chat. We should end off. That should be my outro video today.
An inside job? That's why I need your help. I need to figure it out. So, like, she's been changing her position on who? France? Was it France
Yes.
that off Charlie Kirk? Like, I'm a little confused here. The other thing when it comes to her, and I don't know if she was trolling. That's what I need. Is it true that she doesn't believe that dinosaurs are a thing? Like Jews make dinosaurs? Nux has coverage on her. We are watching Nux tonight. Absolutely. She's saying France did it. Yes.
Look, I am not familiar with her dinosaur knowledge, but I am familiar with the creationist argument of Earth's age, which is that it's basically like, I think it's 4,000 years old or something like that. And I think the theory is that dinosaurs walked with humans. There was no like previous thing, because dinosaurs scare Bible absolutists, purists, because they're not exactly mentioned, and then it's a conflict. So you have to integrate dinosaurs into your understanding of the world. So
that's what I mean. I mean, at this point, she looks like a conspiracy theorist to me, but I don't know enough, and I don't want to, misjudge. I'm gonna need to find a video about the dinosaurs, and then the other one I want to see. Oh, also,
I don't know about the dinosaur thing. So
she's been saying that they are trying to assassinate her. Is that right? Anyways, I'm gonna look for the.
And she says the way she terms this, one of the most beautiful things about Candace's latest is the security, or the national security, whatever, has confirmed receipt of the information I've given them. That's it. They've confirmed that they got it. Like when you send an email back to a colleague and you say, thanks, received. That's it. But she acts like that means they know. They confirmed its truth. She just used the word confirmed. So your brain just hops to the fact that, it's all confirmed. It's real. They received it. They can receive a packet of dog poop and say received. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it relevant. But anyway, relax.
The dinosaur video, and then she's an ambulance chaser. We'll see.
What?
So let me see. Let's see what we can learn. Let's start. Do we start with the dinosaur that are fake and gay, apparently, or do we start with reptilians? Candace Owen says Elon Musk must. Let me see this one. Wait.
I'm telling you, I don't even think these people are human. Like, I look at.
Okay, we've looked at this one ourselves. I think even with I think it was even during Thanksgiving or something. We looked at Candace saying Elon Musk is somewhat reptilian, but we had AJ saying, listen, you guys, they could be demons, okay? They could be demons. Like, if you believe in God, you should be able to understand that Elon Musk can be a demon. So there was that side of the argument, but this just comes off as crazy, because it's like she really does. That's her immediate explanation. Not that it's a bad human. It's that it's a reptilian, robot-y kind of thing that won't bleed.
Elon Musk and Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, and I'm pretty sure they're hybrid. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, they just look like an Apple software.
I like the way the guy's like, I don't know. She's like, you know what I mean? No, we don't. It's called autism. You freaking ableist bitch. They're on the spectrum. They can't. Like, you also look at Sam Altman. He's also a bit weird. Like, I will say they are very strange people. And you kind of wonder what's going on in there, what they worship, what's all of that. I'm with you on that. But Candace, please don't go and cut Elon Musk so you could see if he bleeds. He does. I personally know this because he was from my country. We all know each other.
That I should be able to download at night. You know?
I don't know.
Is it a joke?
Ilana, AI, and we just don't know. Now, this is how she gonna test. This is where we say she's lost her mind.
Let's go.
She's about to tell you how she would love to test to see if they are AI or some.
And someone crazy out there might go and do it. Someone even crazier than her might be wanting to do this. We know this. People hate Elon Musk.
Hybrid. Please remember, that's what she's gonna do to test.
Okay.
Listen? Okay,
Listen.
cool. We all ears. All right, cool.
Know, like my phone's getting an update or something. It's something in the eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I know I'm human, but I don't know if I stabbed you if you bleed, I'm not going to stab them.
Now you're going to say,
well, I don't know if
I'm not going to stab them. It's a disclaimer. Okay, so Metatron's obviously going to be charitable to her. And that's fine. Let's do that. But also, I'm gonna laugh. This is a slop video, okay? We're gonna laugh at her. And also, I do have some genuine concern for her mental health. And then sometimes I'm like, no, wait a second. She just seems like a horrible person. So I don't. Yeah, very unchristian of me. I know. I should love her. She should know I'm Christian by my love, not my laughter.
She actually means to stab, but okay, reptilian then. Let's see the dinosaur one. Let's go.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
So this is a funny one. So this is one of the ones where I'm like, gut. I'm not kidding. And it was so funny. Just looked up to her and I was like, dinosaurs? That seems pretty fake and gay.
That's great. Just if you say it, if you just say the words, it makes it true. Cool.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
So dinosaurs are fake and gay. Can we figure out why? I mean, I don't want to watch a 10 minutes video about dinosaurs being fake and gay, but I do want to see a little more. Let's see.
Yeah, you should. I'm sure Metatron is familiar with people that don't believe in dinosaurs, or they have certain weird theories about dinosaurs. Is Ken Ham? Hey, Jared. Is Ken Ham a dinosaur denier or something like that? And yes, again, the famous game with Candace is 6 Degrees of Jew. So it's probably the Jews that did the dinosaurs somehow. Her eyes dart to the right extremely violently. I don't even know what it actually is. You could be right, Q. Also, hi, Q. You could be right about her eyes. I just get a sense of her craziness. And I do have, people have said I have school shooter eyes. So I am somebody of the crazy eye variety. But she makes even me go, but I don't want to stab her to see if she's real. She's a human. I know. An Aussie Christian fundamentalist, so I'll let you guess. Okay, so he's an anti-dinosaur guy. Mm-hmm.
Looked up to her and I was like, dinosaurs? That seems pretty fake and gay.
Right.
What's going on, everybody? My name.
Yeah. Oh no, not one of those with Overwatch while you talk. No, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
It's do you guys watch those videos with gameplay and then talking over them? I've watched some good ones, but I don't actually watch the gameplay. But sometimes as well, the gameplay will distract me from what the person is talking about because I'm watching. So yeah, I just I don't know about that format. Candace is asking questions and putting pressure on the elites, and that's bad because it, you know what? It's not bad. I love it. I love it. Okay. I have beautiful eyes. Thank you. Thank you, Mac.
There is a Christ conspiracy that's happening right now, which is the intentional removal of Christ
The music in the background, my God.
because they want people not to believe in God, but instead to believe in humans. That is what evolutionary theory was about. I was just walking. I was like, dinosaurs? That seems pretty fake and gay. There was
Okay, so dinosaurs, believing in dinosaurs is believing in humans and evolution and all of it. Whatever.
no concept of a dinosaur until 1850. That's very recent. Within
Okay, wait a second. While I do understand that there is a rise in secularism, although then again,
Yes, and Metatron is aware of the rise in secularism. Metatron is a Christian, so he should also be disturbed by this. So we are aligned with, both of us would align with Candace on this. We don't want secularism, but you can definitely see it. You can see the lack of soul in a lot of things, but we've discussed religion ad absurdum. No, we've ad nauseum on this channel. So
in fact, in the last few years, a lot of people are converting to Christianity. I'm not going to address the statements that she said when it comes to because it would be a very interesting topic to do the possible conflict and between science and faith, and how instead I think the two things can absolutely work in conjunction. But I don't want to make this into that video.
okay,
But if
we'll
you're
make
interested,
that
I
video
will
next
just let me
week.
know. I'm not
I
sure
will let him
though
know.
I understand the part about dinosaur, because I mean we have medieval representations of dragons that kind of look like dinosaurs, and also
Okay, yeah, medieval, yes. Okay, that is what I think. We've also got mention of the leviathans. That's literally, that idea is of the massive, big-boned fish.
so it's not like, I mean, archaeology is a relatively recent field. So anyways, let's see. Have faith.
So she's saying, oh, we only had an idea of dinosaurs recently. Therefore, so
Is all we need to know. Do you think she lost it? She might have lost it. What if
She lost
she's
it a
the
while ago.
reptilian?
in that same decade, they were like dinosaur bones. And they started finding them everywhere. I'm like, okay, so nobody found this, and then like suddenly there's entire museums.
Dinosaur?
Okay, so is she doubting that people found so many dinosaurs one after the other? So they found them and then they were no, archaeology developed as a field. It's kind of like it's the same sort of thing can happen when you're going to buy a car or a vehicle of some sort, and you're considering a certain brand, and suddenly you start seeing it everywhere, that sort of thing as well. That doesn't mean that now there is a conspiracy in the simulation that is increasing the occurrence of this car. It's that you are observing it. So when it comes to the occurrence of archaeology, of course you're going to find more because people are looking for it more. Okay.
Dinosaurs are gay? What does that even mean? Why did you say that? The asteroid must have been homophobic. Transosaurus rex. It's a bird that identifies as a lizard. Now we know why they're called Triceratops. Stegosaurus.
Oh man,
I
this
could
is
go all
good.
day. It wasn't 1850. The first fossil find is credited to Robert Plot in the 1600s. Nobody talked about dinosaurs before. Yeah, nobody talked about them because they weren't discovered.
Well, yeah. Oh, and again, I do have that theory when it comes to the possibility. Because if you look at a dragon, there is this meme, actually. I am saying it.
I want dragons to be real. Okay? I want them to be winged dinosaurs. And actually they had acid coming out of they like had an acid sort of attack. And then that's why we decided they were fire breathing. Okay.
It a little tongue-in-cheek, but I always keep a little bit of an open mind because, guys, I gotta show you this. There is a meme about this. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta use Google though. I found it. Okay, ready? Middle Ages bullshit. The dragon, right? That they draw in the iconography. Then 1850, they think it looks like this because of the bones. 1920, they examine. No, it actually looked like this. 1970s, they change it. No, it looks like this. Now
we've come full circle.
Like the medieval stuff. And I mean, if you think about it, they did say when it comes to modern.
Yeah, guys, sorry, I'll put this big for you so you guys can see. There's the so it's all Middle Ages bullshit. So we all go around and then we're back. Woo. We're just doing what like the Gen Zs do. They discover mindfulness suddenly and they make a TikTok about it and they're like, wow, just focusing on the moment is great for me. And they act like they've rediscovered stuff. Is that what we're doing here with these images?
Understanding of how dinosaurs were, which of course science changes constantly, which is why the way some people are so dogmatic about science, this is the science, and if you disagree, well, that's dogmatic. That's how faith works. I say as a man of faith, God never changes. But when it comes to science, you shouldn't be like you're not allowed to criticize it. That's exactly how science works, because
you're supposed to. Okay, so he's happy for her to be asking the questions, right? So I think the dinosaur question is not as crazy. Honestly, I knew about it, but I didn't really go into it because, okay, it's just what she believes. But when it comes to like actual happenings that are right here about individuals, and you're accusing widows of killing their husbands, planning their husband's gruesome assassination. Listen, I like true crime. I'm on board with listening to those stories, but yeah. I don't know.
Changes constantly depending on the available data. Regardless, what's funny is that if you look at the current paleontologists and the way they represent the Tyrannosaurus Rex, they think that there is a subgroup of them that say that it's possible we got it wrong, and the reality is that they had feathers and that they wouldn't do this already. Everyone agrees that they wouldn't roar. When you have like.
I don't want them to roar. Okay, it would be cool because apparently, if something is big and scary, it needs to make a big and scary noise. So that's according to the movies, Metatron. I don't make the rules.
It's awesome, by the way, but it's not real. Like the T-Rex roaring like a lion is not a thing. And
like you don't have lizards that roar in any capacity. I guess the loudest you could, like, you have a crocodile go. They hiss at you. So it would be a hiss.
In fact, they say that probably they would have made a hissing sound.
Hey, look at me. I haven't watched this.
So it would be so funny if we like make fun of medieval people because like, oh, medieval, you're bullshit. And then we go through all of the scientific curve of understanding. And then at the end, medieval people were right. I love it. I freaking love it. And this guy's fun. Good luck, Gino is his name.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's what the fucking word discovered means. Candace Owens is a pseudo-intellectual.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
There is a Christ
Okay,
conspiracy.
who is that person? Sorry, Candace Owens being a pseudo-intellectual, but who are you, Orange Afro?
That's happening right now, which is the intentional removal of Christ because they want people not to believe in God, but instead to believe in humans. That is what evolutionary theory was about. I was just walking. I was like, dinosaurs, that seems pretty fake.
Okay, so she's against evolutionary theory. She's against all of that. Okay. She's a Bible, what do they call them? Fundamentalists, like where it's like they take it extremely literally. It's all or nothing thinking about the Bible.
Gay. There was no concept of a dinosaur until 1850. That's very recent. Within that same decade.
He kind of restarted. I thought it was
shoot.
okay. So that's the dinosaur thing. It
like,
seems like she actually believes it. I think that, she wasn't joking. Was she joking about Elon Musk being a reptilian? Also, shout out to my man. Shout out to Elon Musk, guys. You're like, what are you on about, Metatron? I'll tell you what I'm on about. Ladies and gentlemen, Elon Musk commented under one of my posts. Here he is.
Ooh,
He said 100.
I mean,
100%, ladies and
well, you know what? There's somebody in my DMs called Elon Musk, and he was saying that he really likes me, and I just need to wire him some money and whatever. So I guess we're the same, me and Metatron.
gentlemen. My post was, white should always be uppercase when describing the ethnicity. White, not white. I'm going to die on this hill. Black people, white people, brown people, all caps, not black people, white people, lowercase, brown people. Academia is evil for pushing racism, and if you agree with them, you are either a coward or a racist.
So I follow Metatron on Twitter, and he does just tweet out all of these opinions now. It's like proper, just, you know, good old Twitter where you just say stuff that you're just thinking. Okay, and he seems to have gone on since Charlie Kirk's death broke him. Okay, he broke his silence. He's going to tell you all of his opinions, and people get upset with it because he's just saying it unprompted, I suppose, a lot of the time. Like this is just out there. He's just noticed it, and he's made instead of making a video on it, he's just gone and tweeted and gotten some reaction. Some people have been a bit annoyed with him for that, and they write it in his comments. I appreciate it. This is actually what Twitter was about in the beginning, is just saying your opinions. And I am. He's not asking because one of my pet peeves, if you know me, one of my pet peeves is saying blacks, whites, gays, straights. It's funny when you can. I do that as a joke. I say the straights and the gays as a joke because I would never say that unironically. So I'm weird with words when it comes to referring to races. I want you to say I want you to say people afterwards. I don't want you to say blacks, this and that. It's dehumanizing. So in one sense, I'm a snowflake with that. And then with the capitalization, I've noticed that as well. So Elon Musk has just decided, if we're going to do that for one race, we're going to do it for all. So all of you, if I see you lowercase wing me with when you describe me as white, I'm going to be very upset. That is a microaggression. And I'm going to report you to the Human Rights Commission in South Africa.
I doubled down, and Elon, ladies and gentlemen, the man himself, 229.2 million followers, agrees. So I told him, thank you very much. Thank you for your support.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Subscribe.
I love that so much. Hold on, I need to see it again.
Subscribe.
I need to do that with like my blonde wig or something and just go subscribe.
Now, some of the people said, well, actually, I don't care about uppercase or lowercase as long as there is consistency. And that I'm fine with that. I mean, personally, I like the fact I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. I like uppercase capitalization, but if you want, but no, I think they should all be lowercase because it's an adjective. Fine.
Consistency.
What I have a
I'm with that guy about consistency. Also, why are we talking about this? Where's Candace?
problem with is this, which is exactly what the entirety of academia is pushing. There's no denial of this. It is happening. So now you can't.
No, but you see, Metatron, listen, you should know this. After 200 years of the decapitalization of the word white, there will finally be retribution upon the white race. So when we just actually come into this discussion, I'm like, well, it is petty. But you know, like it's petty on both sides. So it's petty for the people who want it to be unequal, and it's petty for the people who want it to be equal. It's both sides. It's just pathetic. All of it is just pathetic. Sorry, I'm old school colorblind. Just why are we doing this?
Use the it's not happening gaslighting techniques because it's everywhere. And I myself have made several videos to expose all of these, not only the academies, but the academics that are going around with it. They're okay with it because they're cowards.
They're cowards, yes. They're cowards, and they've got to toe the line because otherwise they're not going to get their grants. You should know this about academics. 1 of 44 prefers macroaggressions. I'm more of a macroaggression perpetrator myself, but you do you. You know what? I feel like that's more in the spirit of aggression, you know? Be aggressive. Be aggressive when you're being aggressive. So be large and in charge.
Or they're racist. It's one of the two. They don't want to lose their jobs. No, it's wrong. It's racist. It's incoherent. And it's also ugly to look at.
All right, moving along.
Speaking of Ben Shapiro, let's move on to Candace.
Ben Shapiro.
There we go. Candace has some very interesting thoughts
Please.
about some of
I haven't kept up with what what's her name, Ben Shapiro has been saying about Candace Owens. The last I was speaking of him or encountering him was the what do you call it? Was Nick Fuentes, that whole thing, and him hemorrhaging subscribers. I haven't gone back into that. So anyway, don't know if we cross over with those two in this point.
the tech oligarchs
Okay, let's
who
go.
are like, you know, completely taking all of our fates into their hands with no input from us whatsoever. So glad to see that she's focusing her mental energy on them. Her take is very interesting, though. Let's take a listen.
Let's go.
I don't even think these people are human. Like I look at Elon Musk and Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, and I'm pretty sure they're hybrid. You know what I mean?
Altman is really a problem. Look, honestly, we were supposed to talk about it I forgot about talking about it. Maybe I was trying to avoid the trauma. But I wanted to talk about Sam Altman in the AI section today because, I don't know, he does not give me good vibes in terms of the future of his company and what he's going to do with all the power he has.
I mean, like they just look like an Apple software that I should be able to download at night, you know, like my phone's getting an update or something. It's something in the eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I know I'm human. I don't know if I stabbed you if you bleed, you know, I'm not going to stab them, but I don't know if they bleed all the way. I think a battery would fall out. You know what I mean?
All the way. So they would bleed and their battery would bleed. And what do you mean all the way? Anyway, fine. She's just, we all talk shit sometimes, guys. That is not the end of the world. I did criticize her very hard when we watched this last. This is not the height of her cuckoo.
And I just get that sense. I've always known it was demonic. And people just...
Okay, there are 3 statements here. I'm going to analyze this, guys.
Mhm.
So 3 statements have been made. Allegations have been made here by Candace Owens, if she means it and she's not trolling. But to be honest, she sounds like she means it. So either they are hybrid with aliens, meaning reptilians. I mean, that's what we've got there. We've got a picture of reptilians anyway. So they're either hybrids with reptilians or they are cybernetics. So they are synthetics. But this is a different thing already.
They're
Reptilians,
clankers.
I mean, you need to get into reptilians are not metal and demonic. So maybe they're demons, she said.
That is, you know what that is? It's very much her way of thinking. She'll find all of these things true, and they're all equally, well, they're all pretty bad, and they're all true at the same time. They're not options. They're not, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. It's like they're all true at the same time. And whatever she is talking about at that one moment is true. It's her psyche is fascinating.
That's 3 different allegations here. Literally. Which one is it?
Get on board because, as we talked about in this book,
they're all the same to her. They're all the same to her. That's the thing.
They are using science and this idea of technology and this idea of transforming society for the better to indoctrinate us into accepting this.
Okay, so the fact that people use technology to indoctrinate us is one of my strongest lines of attack. With that being said, I mean, technology is necessary. That's what you're using, Candace, in order to present your counter message, whatever the heck this is. I'm a little confused, though.
And it's wrong and it's backwards. And the main component of all of this is psychology, right? They're able to do it because of psychology, making you think that society is.
Oh, and she's gonna go. Sorry, the way that she comes back here, okay, is psychology. And then guess what? Psychology was invented by the Jews.
Gotten better. Our kids have objectively gotten dumber. We've become fatter. We've become less healthy.
She's not lying. As we went over the first time this video, where she's not lying. Things are bad. AI is doing a lot of bad. And yes, Jared, with this advancement, the idea of do they bleed is going to become relevant. Absolutely. It's going to become relevant. But right now, it's kind of like, just understand that the explanation it's not that deep. It's literally man wants profit, man gets power, man gets more power, man starts thinking of new things, man loses sight of, and I'm speaking of these men over here, they lose sight of the normal human experience because they are just beyond what any of us would ever experience, and they have dreams like we cannot even imagine. Things are possible for them that we can't even imagine. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. All of that stuff happens. And yes, it is evil. And yeah, you could even go like demonic. But at the same time, I'm not going to jump to this as my explanation. That's not going to be my explanation just because it's so bad.
Less emotionally sound. And yet they are convincing us that this is like humanity's great leap forward. We put a man on the moon, and he just like called them up and was like, "Hey, press, what's up? I'm up here." Yeah.
Does she not believe in? Is she also a the moon landing never happened conspiracy?
She probably is. I would probably assume that the Jews did it. The Jews did the moon landing. I wonder if that's what she thinks.
I'm not pointing the finger, by the way. I'm just trying to understand. It's another one that I'm confused about.
So cool. It's really great. It's nice. Starry night up here. Actually, I go by in 69 and they get these people, they tell you like he's a genius. They're all writing like he's a genius. So we should just accept that Elon Musk is a genius because like all the writers who are obviously indoctrinated into the occult are telling us that this is the next person that we should worship. The establishment of Hollywood. Yeah,
there is the idea that without God, okay, without having a real Almighty to, well, I call it real. Somebody would say it's not real, but a real Almighty to truly worship, to truly attribute the existence of everything to. You're going to just start finding that elsewhere, and that will be in humans. Who are a lot more fallible than the all-knowing and all-powerful God. So yeah, they're going to do that. And I don't know if it's the Elon Musk's grand master plan to be the new God. It actually happens when people are empty. That's what happens. They will reach out. We will find something that is the highest form of humanity anyway.
But it was all cults. They were all Aleister Crowley proteges.
She's also not sure if the Earth is flat or a globe. I would be, honestly, I don't even know if you're joking, Q, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's it because she's just so convinced that everything is a lie. She found out, I guess, think about this. When somebody finds out that their spouse has cheated on them, it makes them feel like their whole life has been destroyed. All of their memories with their spouse are now invalid. Everything that they thought they knew is no longer valid. So what happened to Candace, I suppose, she found one big lie And now that makes absolutely everything else a lie. Everything. It's not that, oh, sometimes there are lies and sometimes we find out. It's that there is always a lie. It's like it's something changed inside her that broke and said everything is always a lie. So the earth, we can't believe that the earth is round because they said it was round. Like, okay, Candace, what do they gain by making the earth round and not flat? That's one of my biggest questions for all the people that are like, no, it's a big grand conspiracy. We have to, the earth is flat. What do we gain by pretending it's round when it's flat? Please, that's my favorite. But I need to investigate that at some point. We have said we were going to diagram conspiracy theories. So, yeah.
Days who were just.
I think it was COVID. I think it's COVID for a lot of people, Mark. A lot of people who believe absolutely everything that she says as well. It's because COVID just broke their trust in society so much that we were lied to so horribly. Yeah, I think that it was COVID for many people, and then for her it's just even worse, and she's just kind of created a wave of people coming. They've reached out to her as much as she's saying, Elon Musk and whatever are reached out as gods. People reach out to her message as if it's something that will save them. It's something that makes them feel safer and makes them feel like, I'm not the only one. Who is they, though? They is, when we speak to Candace, it's probably the Jews. Okay, but they is an indescribable, faceless enemy. Sometimes we can put faces like this on them, yes, but they have mysterious means. It's the same sort of thing as people will use with God. They will say, well, God, the mysteries of God, therefore we don't know. It's the exact same thing. They go, the mysteries of the elite. The elite can do things we can't imagine. Therefore, all of the stuff that I've said is true. Anyway.
Kids and summoning demons, and demons are real. So at the same time that they're summoning demons, they are making us all believe that faith is not real.
You know, what I find problematic with this is that I understand how this is going to connect to some people. You say she's right about that there are people trying to summon demons. Right, but are they trying to summon demons? That's my question. Because she's saying it as a statement of fact, but how does she know that? I personally can't imagine Elon Musk in his whatever the heck mansion or house. I know he has some smaller houses as well. That guy's tech obsessed, obviously. I imagine him watching movies about colonizing Mars rather than having some dead chicken and painting a pentagram on the floor while reciting in Latin. I don't imagine him doing that personally.
Yeah, that's where I was, because AJ was like, Chintzia, hello, you believe in God, so you should definitely believe in demons. So the idea of demons should not be crazy to you. The idea of demons is prepackaged with the idea of God. Okay, literally, you're supposed to believe both. But when it comes to these guys, I'm just there's no way for us to really know either way, but I'm with him on this, that it's probably unlikely and you shouldn't state it as fact. But she likes to just play around with fact. I have not read Revelations. I'm very scared of Revelations. This is apparently chapter 2, verses 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Talking about Jews in Revelation, okay. I never heard of Musk having a mansion. One small house is all I've heard. I don't know about small. What would small be? Revelations is mostly peaceful. Yeah, just like you know, the Old Testament. It's great. Just peaceful, just goats walking around, that's all.
So it's weird for me to make an accusation like that when you don't have proof that, and I'm not even saying proof, like I know some of you, I can see it, some of you are saying demons are real and some of you are saying demons don't exist. That's beyond the point. You can try to summon demons whether demons exist or not, right? It doesn't matter if you're a man of faith or if you're a man of of science and secularism.
Summoning demons is stupid. Just like, so you believe in the stuff, you believe in all of this, and you chose the demons. So you believe in everything clearly, but you chose the stupid side. You chose the weak side. You chose that. Or I suppose people that summon demons don't believe in God. They just believe that there are spirits and there's no Almighty God. I guess that would be a congruent belief if you're summoning demons for yourself, right? It's not so much that you believe in Yahweh and then you chose Baal. I don't know. At
this point, you can still have someone who does everything. Like they get whatever the heck, they get a goat and they cut the goats. Like this happened, right? In the Bronze Age, we have examples of things like this happening, and we know that. So the accusation of they're trying to summon demon is an accusation connected to the physical world, and that's the part that I'm having a little bit of an issue here with the tech oligarchs, if you want to call them like that. It's like, why are you connecting to something? I think she's doing it on purpose because some people, particularly people of faith like me, not working on me, but I'm saying it might work on some people that are like, oh yeah, no, yeah, of
they're
course,
evil.
demons are awful, and oh, that's what they're doing, and I'm like, well,
and that's why they're successful. Yeah, they're demons. But yeah, these guys are the most human of human. If you know what I'm saying, like the faults of humanity made manifest, the faults and beauties of humanity, because they've succeeded in a lot of amazing things that have helped people, but also things that can, if you go and watch our many discussions about AI in Thinkers, yeah, it's detrimental but also helpful. It's crazy. Yeah, I just think these are just regular ass humans that stepped out of normality. That doesn't make it great. That doesn't make them all good.
Not that I know of.
Judaism is a faith.
Right.
Mhm.
Israel is a state, and it is not above critique. And that what Bibi Netanyahu has done to the Palestinians since October 7th is a Holocaust. It is a Holocaust that is being committed on Palestinian children and women. And I'm not going to quiet my perspective on that, to kowtow to whatever the prevailing narrative is at the New York Post. Judaism is
okay.
But people will take this as huge anti-Semitism from her. Criticism of Israel, that's not her anti-Semitism. Her for me, the anti-Semitism, as I'm not a Jew, but the anti-Semitism that I perceive as a non-Jew is literally just when she blames everything on a certain cabal of a collection of Jewish people, and they are the ones that are behind things, and it's all for them. It's all about them. Maybe it's rooted in a bit of jealousy. Maybe she read the Bible and got a bit jealous about the Jewish people being the chosen people. That Jesus came from the Jews. Is she one of those stupid Christians that gets angry at the Jews for killing our Savior when that's the whole point that he came to earth? Yeah, her anti-Semitism is not. I wouldn't say that this little clip over here is the worst of what she does. No, she can. This is just what some people on the internet will talk about, but then there are the crazies, and she will dial into the crazies that press that Jewish button all the freaking time for the answer. It's always the Jews. That's her anti-Semitism, not this.
Faith.
But it's not about, I mean, I agree, by the way, with the idea of you can be, when you say you disagree, whatever, you can say you disagree, there's a word, you can say you disagree with the actions of every state. There is not a single, particularly if it's a foreign state, even more so. But in general, I think that's absolutely fair. And people that call you anti-Semitic because you disagree with choices of deployment of a government is nonsense. The only anti-Semitism is the one that focuses on the race.
Mhm.
If you disagree with the actions of a government, it is not anti-Semitic by definition. So there is that. Anything else?
She seems to bleed over, though. She seems to bleed over from criticizing the state into criticizing the faith. She seems to find that resentment anyway. She will have that regardless. Yeah.
What about this situation that she thinks that they want to assassinate her? All right, we're gonna watch a little bit of this. It's an
This is it. You should have spent most of your video on this, because this is the crazy part, okay? And this is also the embarrassing part, because she basically she takes the bait from someone. I think somebody's taken advantage of her by just giving her false information.
Long. I'll put links in the description once I cut it out, but I need to watch this.
Hebrews and She-Brews, I am currently traveling, and I am on somewhat of a vacation visiting family. But you know, I gotta keep the homies fed. Gotta keep the people
Not my cup of tea. This content.
Not hungry. Today we are making more drama with more people. Hell yeah, let's go. Lock in, boys and girls. It's a crazy rabbit hole we're going down today. We are going down the Candace Owens thinks the Jews are controlling everything rabbit hole, and it's
yes, I'm okay. Yeah, like that is the anti-Semitism I'm talking about. Yeah, but the music in the background, could we do with less of it? Wasn't the Romans who killed Jesus? No, well, the Jews yelled, "Crucify him." So that's it. Hello, it's evening for me. Hi, Nick. I wanted to do a reaction to Nick Freitas on masculinity, but the video was very long. So, yeah, I think I might find a clip for us in that, by the way. Nick is single-handedly saving masculinity in America. Go and subscribe to him.
going to be incredibly fun.
I think it's him, by the way. He controls the White House. It's him. And he, by the way, you think, I'm going to tell you something about Nux now that I know, and you don't, because I speak with the guy. This is not an avatar.
Oh, that's really how he looks.
That's what he looks like on camera.
If you stabbed him, would he bleed?
So this here is Candace Owens. She is one of the biggest political commentators in the world right now. She is on the right. I would call her woke right, personally. You know, woke right is when you blame everything in history on the Jews. Now, I do think there are some things
okay, I enjoy that
you can absolutely blame on the Jews. I know this is a hot take. In fact, I even think you could be critical of Israel and not being an anti-Semite. I know this is a hot take these days, but
it's very hard. We've explained it several times.
Come, ladies and
that a lot of those types will just sneak it in. They'll say, "I'm just asking questions," but then turns out,
gentlemen, to insane drama because woke right. That is when you blame everything on the Jews, all right? I previously did a content nuke on Candace Owens, going into details if you want more info. In that video...
I'm going to need that. I'm going to need to go and consult that for my deep dive into her timeline of theories with Charlie Kirk.
I showed clips where she blamed the Jews for inventing dinosaurs, putting them in the ground to trick Christians into thinking that the earth wasn't created by God. Okay?
What? Wait. Why would Jews do that? What? Why would Jews? Why would they focus their like? How does that work? To misguide the Christians? Like, the difference between the Jews and the Christians is the Jews don't believe Christ is the Messiah. We still believe in the same God. Okay? We disagree on how we should practice that belief. That's the thing. We disagree on there are major disagreements, but not on the existence of God. So I don't understand that logic. I think if you were going to be an insidious Jew and you were trying to get rid of the Christians, wouldn't you just make sure that everybody you debunk Jesus Christ? Don't be planting dinosaurs in the ground and all of that. No, debunk Jesus.
She blamed dinosaurs on the Jews. When I saw that clip, I was like,
how would that, why would that, I mean, couldn't have been God who created the dinosaur? I don't understand the connection there.
All right, bro.
Is this real? I'm going to look for our...
Were you saying we're really listening to VTubers now? Oh, come on, man. You don't know who Nux is? Nux is based. There are a couple of VTubers that I enjoy when they play games, but usually I'm not into the VTuber space. But Nux is the exception, man. Nux is great.
So, speaking of VTubers, okay, we know lovely VTubers here at the channel. But the VTuber space, the traditional VTuber space, seems to be, like, I was watching on Chud Logic, his coverage of VTuber drama just gives me the idea, and also from other people that watch VTubers that have spoken to me, friends that I have, they talk about it. it seems like it's a very drama-filled genre, especially with the cute anime girls, the cutesy anime girls. It's like it's a very cutthroat business over there, and there's collabs that's all fun, and then they start lying. It's like being in high school all over again. There's this weird dynamic there, and that's crazy. But people really get into it. It's, gosh, if I was trying to drum up interest in studies in psychology, I would be going into the VTuber space. I would definitely be doing that. There's something there about, it's the same sort of having a facade as you get with I would want to compare it with being a furry, because being a furry for a lot of people is a way to deal with social anxiety and all of that. Anyway.
And Hypnotic is another one that is really good.
Here.
Hypnotic. Yeah, Hypno. Shout out to Hypno.
So when I saw that, I started going a little deeper. And then of course, she blames the Jews on everything else in history. Also, she blames communism on the Jews. She blames the Holocaust on the Jews somehow.
How dare they go and die? It was their fault, them bloody.
She's pretty cool like that. Anyway, definitely lock in, because she now blames the Jews for running the White House, and also says that RFK Jr., you know, the Make America Healthy Again guy, for being blackmailed by the Jews as well. Now, there's no evidence to any of this, which makes it even funnier. Oh, and she also says
she has evidence. Okay, sorry, Knox. She has evidence, which is she said so. She has some things that she thought, and now she jumped into conclusion
that the Jews killed JFK. So since the Kennedy assassination files came out, I feel like we should definitely look into that rabbit hole as well.
You know, when it comes to JF Kennedy, it's literally people blame everything. I've seen so many different conspiracy theories that it's funny, because I'm not against the possibility that out of all the like 957 different conspiracy theories when it comes to how Kennedy's assassination actually happened, maybe one is right. Problem is figuring out which one it is, because one thing about Kennedy, though, I had a conversation the other day on X with, not really a conversation, it was more of a clash. And we were talking about political violence, whether there is more political violence on the left or whether there is more political violence on the right. And I'm doing
the usual fight. Who's bad? Which side is to blame? Well, neither of us is stopping, so we're both to blame.
Research on that, because I'm considering putting up a video about it.
We will react to the video. You know us.
Actual data. And it's kind of funny, because one of the things we were saying, because this person was advocating 100% that the right wing is more violent, while I was saying, well, why don't we look at the actual data and see what's going on? And then he also said, let's look at the data. And we were talking about, for instance, assassinations at president.
You see, but so what you're going to do is so assassinations, you will just claim them for whoever you want. Yeah, there are these flags that you go and you wave around as proof for your group that you don't like being evil. Oh, so easy. Because if we don't know, then we can fill in the blanks. The same thing what I'm saying with Epstein files. If you do not give us the Epstein files, we will fill in the blanks ourselves, and we will say even worse things. We will think even worse things. Our imaginations will run wild. So enjoy the fruits of that if you don't release them.
And the reality is, however you want to look at it, they tried to assassinate Trump. No one tried to assassinate Biden nor Harris. And that is something that needs to be put into the discussion of not just numbers, but also, which...
No, but then you have to also go, are we going to claim a political side tried to assassinate Trump, or an individual, a crazy individual? Same thing with the guard. The whole debate that Wick had on his channel, it went crazy. I need to still watch it with, if I can. Apparently it was a shit show, but I need to watch it. With Destiny, that basically the question was whether Trump is responsible for the shooting of those National Guards in Washington, because it's like, oh, well, he deployed them. Is he responsible? And the main point was, no, the person who shot the guards is responsible. That's it. That's literally it. You can't be prosecuting Trump, but he created the environment and what. No, somebody still made the choice to pull that trigger. Okay, a very disturbed person, it seems. So people, I don't know, what do we do? We're claiming certain psychos for certain sides. So that's your psycho, that's our psycho. I suppose the most vulnerable fall victim to this political left and right battle, and they try and take things into their own hands. Yeah, okay. Destiny is disturbed. Yes, I would not mind if Destiny fell into irrelevance. I would not mind that at all.
Side tried to assassinate the sitting president. And usually when I say that, they either tell me Nancy Pelosi's husband, which it's like, okay, but one, he didn't die. Two, is not the sitting president. So we can talk about it. But also, I think it wasn't politically motivated anyways. It's not like the guy went there with a hammer.
I think it was his lover or something. And yes, then they go into how each political commentator reacted to it, because yes, you're not supposed to make fun of something that's crazy like that.
Because of his politics, the way I understand it. So it shouldn't even be part of the discussion. But then what they say, oh, well, what about Kennedy? Kennedy? You really want to go that for if you have...
I want to clip that. Kennedy! That's a great sound clip. Listen to it.
Say, oh, well, what about Kennedy? Kennedy? You
Sorry, I'm so easily entertained.
really want to go that far? If you have to go that far back, that's not really a point in your favor, is it? So there is that.
If you appreciate my content so far and wish to help ensure my ability to continue to tell it how it is, regardless of any possible backlash, please support this channel on Patreon. Any support helps me and my team of academics keep the channel strong and gives us the means to fight back against the political rewriting of history. Stand with us, form the wall, defend the truth.
Yeah. We didn't go into it as much as I thought we would. But it was an enjoyable thing. Let's see if we can find Candace, find some more explanations just to finish us off, boys. We can find some Candace on dinosaurs. Try us all immigration stuff. What account is this? Yeah, this algorithm is whack. I'm like, what is this account? It is not speaking my language. I don't believe in Epstein list. Victims say release it, but they should know. I wonder if they're under NDA and things like that. You know what? I'll show you. Speaking of which, okay. There are some insane claims from a victim of the Epstein things. Epstein victim. Blair White. Okay. Maybe we'll do that at a different stage. I suppose we'll go over that. But look it up. Go and watch an interview that Blair White did with this victim. Okay. She claims she's actually South African. She claims that they were doing some fertility things and whatever, and that actually came up in the emails that released recently. So that's quite interesting. But I'm still going to see if we can go Candace Owens on dinosaurs, because we have her in the thumbnail. Okay, on dinosaurs, on dinosaur bones. Let's see. The world according to Candace Owens. Candace Owens thinks dinosaurs are what? Yeah, I know the fucking gay thing, but you need to actually discuss it though. Okay, let's see. This is the Kingfisher. This is the Kingfisher one that Metatron was watching, but I don't think he went through or didn't put into his video, his clip. Hey, Scoob! We're busy investigating. What's her name? Candace.
Dinosaurs. That seems pretty fake and gay.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Kingfisher.
Okay, we don't have to have. Yes.
Today we have quite a bit to talk about, as you can probably tell.
This is why he didn't want to watch it, because of the Overwatch stuff.
This video was originally going to be something much more different until my good friend Goldfish Mentality alerted me of the existence of this podcast episode from Jack Neal, which
hold on, I think maybe we should go to that one.
Mentality alerted me of the existence of this.
Candace Owens on government experiments, Eminem diss, and fake dinosaurs. That is on Jack Neal. Brainwashed by the CIA. Jack Neal. Okay, I'm going to look for that video, guys. I want that one. Okay? Because I really can't deal with the Overwatch stuff. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guy. I'll give you a like. No, I don't want to give you a like because then my algorithm's going to stop. No. Okay. What does it need? What? Jack Neal. Jack Neal, Candace Owens. Live investigation. Okay. Share this tab.
We'll discuss Trump's assassination attempt.
There's no chance that Donald Trump's allowing himself to be shot in the ear.
And Eminem did.
Okay, Eminem diss. Eminem's disses were. I don't know what she's talking with it. Let's see. Husband influence on her life. Government influence on public belief and cult science. Discussing Michelle Obama. That's another theory that she has, is Michelle Obama's a man and Obama's gay. Candace's personal experience with vaccines. Jack Parsons. Where's the dinosaur stuff? Conservative. Discussing brainwashing, cultural impact, and potential future involvement of Candace Owens. Deplatformed. LGBTQ. Where's the dinosaurs? You know what? I'm going to look for dinosaur in the transcript. Okay. This, where is the transcript here? Sorry, my camera is in the way of my screen, so I keep ducking. Big Mark, yes. Dinosaur. Okay, so, no, but that's obviously in the clip. No, I want it in the transcript.
Like Slim Shady's so tough. I think I could beat Eminem up in a fight. Like Slim Shady's so tough. I think I could beat Eminem up in a fight.
Crime and conspiracy theories.
Dinosaurs. That seems pretty fake and gay.
Candace Owens, welcome to the Jack Neal podcast.
Thanks for having me, Jack Neal.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time.
We have never gone beyond that belt, right? There's been no human that's gone beyond that belt since the moon landings, allegedly.
Okay,
And
moon.
Elon Musk, when they go out to space, they have to stay. Like, there is a space station, but like once you get 200 miles out, you hit the Van Allen belt, which has an incredible amount of radiation. NASA has said, like, in order for us to get through it, we'd have to have cement blocks around someone. So I want you to just Google, if you're watching this, the
if it is just a brief mention, that's lame. Like, I want to hear the whole discussion.
Temperature of the Van Allen belt. Okay, just Google that.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the way she's been. I'm sorry. I'm pathetically triggered by the way that she does that. I probably do the same thing in some way, but this smug Google it kind of thing, and that just the fact that the Google is there, she presents it as it's fact. There is a screw loose in my head, and when she does that sort of thing, it like pokes at it, and then I lose it. I can't handle it.
And you're going to get watching this. The temperature of the Van Allen belt. Okay, just Google that. And you're going to get something like, at the lowest points in the Van Allen belt, it's, I think, 3,000 Kelvin. And at the highest points, it's like 30,000 Kelvin. And then I want you to Google what material the shuttle was made out of.
Oh my God.
And I want you to Google at what temperature
that would burn.
That would just burn. And you're just going to laugh out loud. You go, this literally doesn't make sense that an aluminum.
Yeah, so she definitely is not a moon landing believer. Cool.
Aluminum alloy could have gone through the.
But who did it? Please tell us.
Van Allen belt for an hour and a half or 59 minutes. It just couldn't have happened. Literally can't happen. There's no explanation for it. They just don't even talk about it. They don't like talking about the Van Allen belt because that part makes entirely no sense. And then
I am so tempted to just go and do it, just jump into the moon landing conspiracy things.
He went through when he spoke about
listen, Mythbusters did an episode on this. Conclusive. Done.
The camera. So they allegedly took camera. I want you to Google the temperature of the moon. Okay. They had their big bulky gloves on. They took these cameras and just go, hey, what camera is that from 1969 that was able to survive temperatures of 250 degrees of Fahrenheit to negative 250 degrees Fahrenheit, just on the moon while they were just jumping around.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody has answered these questions ever, Candace. You're a boss.
And you're gonna go, where's this camera? Then Google's gonna tell you, oh, actually, they only made 8 of those cameras, and they decided.
Yes, because we only needed it. Okay. I'm very sensitive to this woman, and the reflective panels that are on the moon, all of that stuff. We're just gonna ignore those things as well. Google it, Candace.
To give them, you're gonna love this, to a guy who makes movies. I'm blanking on the name of this guy who just a couple of years before the moon landing, he's a famous director. He made a movie about outer space. What's it? Kubrick, Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, he has them?
A movie director. He got them.
Okay. So he got them afterwards. Okay.
We can't look at those. That technology's been lost. Stanley Kubrick, though, used it when he shot the movie 2 years prior. It's he obviously shot this fake set.
Oh yes, that is the theory. It was Stanley Kubrick who shot the moon landing. Cool.
Moon landing. Why would you give them to him? Stanley
This sounds
Kubrick.
like the Church of Science.
Yeah, you see, everybody. That's how her brain works. It's beautiful and crazy and infuriating all at once. I might just spontaneously combust. Okay, so yes, so we've got this connection that we've decided. Okay, we've got here is this camera was created. We didn't create that. We only made a certain amount, and then we gave one to Stanley Kubrick. Therefore, Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing. Google it, Kitty. What must I Google? What am I saying? Oh, the temperature of the
Scientology.
This fake set. So we can. What's it? Kubrick's.
Also, here is a clip for you. Let's see. What shall we do for the clip? I'll give you a what the fuck moment. Girls have penis. Boy has vagina. Okay, so yeah. I'm smart, boys. I know how to quote movies. Okay, fine. So what am I Googling?
Landing. He's a famous to a gate, and you're gonna go, where's this 150 degrees camera is that from 1969? About they don't like talking about the analogy. It's that an aluminum alloy, and you're just gonna laugh out loud. What temperature?
Okay, so
the shuttle in Kelvin, and then I want you to in Kelvin below the Van Allen belt.
Okay, temperature. They did a screenshot for us, so I'm gonna Google it. Temperature at Van Allen belt. Okay, and we've got. Okay, well, I've got it here. 1 year ago on Reddit, there's a whole discussion here. Hold up. The Van Allen belt has incredibly high particle temperatures, reaching thousands to tens of thousands of Kelvin. Example, blah, 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 due to energetic, fast-moving charged particles. But this doesn't mean spacecraft melt because the belts are extremely sparse, near vacuum. There's so little matter that the heat transfer is minimal, meaning objects don't absorb significant heat, much like scalding sparks that don't burn bare skin in a vacuum. It's like AI already picked up that's why I'm doing it. If you want, you can Google that camera. Look, listen, I am committed to giving you what do you call it? To giving you a what do you call it? A great experience when you support me. Okay, so I appreciate the super chat. Your czars. I just found this out. If you look up the temperature of the Van Allen belt. She just found this out. This person just found this out. It says it's 2,000 plus degrees in Kelvin, which is 3,000 100 in Fahrenheit. Also, it takes a little less than an hour to travel through it. So traveling through an area of space that's over 3,000 degrees in an aluminium craft of almost an hour, how is that even possible? And no, I'm not at the moon landing was fake person. I just want to see if I've missed something. Have you seen this answer to the same question? Okay. I needed this. Okay, so here is an answer. If the Van Allen radiation belt reaches 35,000 degrees Celsius, how is it possible to go through them with craft as boiling at a boiling point? Okay. The temperature is only a measure of how fast the particles are vibrating, but on its own, it doesn't tell us much about how much heat energy there is in the environment. The density, heat capacity, and heat transfer matter a lot. Some materials have a high heat capacity, meaning you have to dump a lot of energy into it to raise its temperature, but that means it stays at the temperature very effectively too. Water has an incredibly high heat capacity, which means you have to dump a ton of energy in to get it hot, but then it will stay there pretty effectively, which is why it's useful for cooking. Heat capacity is sometimes called thermal inertia because it acts like physical inertia does with movement. Heating up a tank of water is like this. Okay, so as an example, Jesus is a whole long thing, but technically the low density is how those particles can reach such insane temperatures. One of the reasons it won't happen on Earth is because a particle that gets so ridiculously hot will immediately bounce off other particles. So it's because the particles are far apart. We had that from the AI. Anyway, good old times. Somebody should tell Candace, but it's fine. We'll just believe what she says.
Just Google that, and you're gonna get
just Google that, and I'll get the answer that refutes your answer.
Something like at the lowest points in the Van Allen belt, it's an hour and a half or 59 minutes. That part makes entirely no sense. And then temperature
until somebody actually tells you. When something doesn't make sense, you could actually ask and find the answer, and it might not be the answer that you believed in. But then the thing that Candace does, her MO, her pattern is, well, the answer that is given, it was conjured up by them of the moment, and it's not true.
Camera. So they allegedly took cameras and just go degrees while they were acting. I love this to Stanley Kubrick. Like,
this sounds like the Church of Scientology shit. It's like almost identical to what the
you see, when you're hosting, you jump around with the person, you go along with them, and you just enjoy.
Creed of the Church of Scientology is.
I told her.
Like, you know who he was friends with?
Who was he friends with?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. You don't know this. So he was friends with Jack Parsons, who established the Apollo program for NASA. So those two were friends.
Oh, they were friends, guys.
They were out in LA, and
it's like the one guy was interested in making a space movie, and the other guy was friends with the guy that was actually working with space technology. So we're just, because they're friends. She likes to do this because they're friends. Guess what, Candace? The jumps that you've made here, people made with you. She just read an email, explaining how there was a conspiracy to kill her, right? She read that out, and it actually included the same office address as her lawyers, because her lawyers work in the same building. That doesn't really mean anything. People work in buildings, the office buildings share space. That doesn't mean anything. But for someone like Candace, that is absolute proof of conspiracy. So I feel like somebody was trolling her, and they put that address in there, and she reads it out. We need to go to it. But shall we call it here? Maybe just go have a squiz at what Candace is doing on her channel, because I've got so much to catch up on. But you can see it gets to me, guys. So I can't watch her all the time. Otherwise, my husband comes home and I'm like, you should have seen what Candace was saying. And he's like, she's just on the internet. Okay, it's fine. Not looking forward to putting up Christmas lights. It's cold. Oh, but you'll make it look so pretty. Come on now. You'll be happy once it's done. And just put on nice, warm, snuggly clothes. Okay. He's got Candace Owens goes after. Shocking revelation about the Egyptian planes. Actual turning points. Oh, now TPUSA throws down the gauntlet. Publicly asks me to ask questions. Let's just see. God, there's too many, honestly. Hiding in plain sight, pastors and handlers, last call for the MAGA party, Megyn Kelly goes DEFCON 3. I brought the receipts again. I can't handle her. I can't handle her. Let's see if there's a short that we could work in here. When was this? I just can't handle it. I can't do it today, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. It's the holidays. Decorations is a must. Exactly. We will call the police on you if you don't put up your decorations. It still confuses me that Candace has 125k viewers. It does not confuse me at all, Batusai. It saddens me, but it doesn't confuse me. Come on. If we can have a Hassan getting running numbers, we can get Candace running numbers. It's people, if you say what people want you to say, want to hear, oh, you can get some great views. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's all of it. I need to go into play it as 2 times and skip a lot. Okay, let's see. But then yeah, okay, fine. Let's do, which one shall we do of this for Candace Owens? Shall we just look at her latest? I think we'll just look at her latest. Or the Assault de France is the one that was 3 days ago. No. Another French front. Did Charlie Cook save my life? Okay, sorry. This was 2 weeks ago. Sorry, guys. Oh my. Yeah. Until she finds Bigfoot, I'm not going to bother with her conspiracies. Yeah, that's the thing. People they're like, wow, crazy if true, and it's just very, very far-fetched. Oh, you want the latest, Q? Okay, we'll go to the. But this one's so funny. But it was 2 weeks ago. Okay, fine. Let's go back. But I mean, did Charlie save my life? Oh, fuck off now. Fuck off now. Just fuck all the way off.
All right.
Oh, mamma mia.
Right, you guys, happy Thursday.
Like, she's just dragging Charlie's corpse around. Like, look here, he's my friend, and he helped me. Fuck off now. I'm so angry. Okay, let's do Candace at 2 times speed. Did you say 2 times? Yeah. And skip a lot. Okay.
Thoughts on all of these terrible and extremely obvious PR moves? I think we all deserve to at least know what's going on. It feels like this company is going to turn into Enron, right? Amazing, and then just plummet overnight. I have just the lack of transparency, and also, ironically, the transparency of the things that they are doing.
They want, sorry, they want to debate you in person. So what is the problem here, Candace? Hold on, we'll listen to.
All right, happy Thursday. Fun little update for you. When the clock struck midnight last night and Cinderella's carriage turned back into a pumpkin, Turning Point USA decided it was a good time to issue a confirmation plus an ultimatum, a time and a date for our debate. I should tell you that they did not send me an email, they did not send me a text message, they did not coordinate anything with me. They simply made this midnight announcement and gave a countdown, 24 hours to respond. So we're going to discuss that. And let me just tell.
Yeah, just her Gordon can't make me angry in this way because he just doesn't act. He is incapable of acting this way. Just okay. So by the way, they didn't email me. They made an announcement. So you know what? So you see how bad they are. Fuck.
Turning Point is so done after this. You just cannot survive being this.
Turning Point is so done after this. You can just not survive.
Disingenuous.
This disingenuous. Oh, honey, Candace, you've survived it. There are so many people on the internet that can survive being disingenuous because people take sides. People believe. Sorry, well, what is disingenuous about making an ultimatum and they're being rude? Maybe they're being rude. They're being brash. They're being mean. Disingenuous. I don't understand what you mean by disingenuous in this.
Are going to get back into the Egyptian planes today. They are also working very hard to try to convince us that was nothing. That's just what Egyptian military planes do, fly around the skies in the middle of Provo when Charlie Kirk is being assassinated. Well, it turns out maybe these planes might be the key to everything, not nothing.
Oh, she always does this. She always does it. You see, it's the key. It's the key. It's the last straw. It's the one. It's the reason it's gonna. She has such an effect on me.
Come back to Candace. feel like I have to ask this question on behalf of the entire world. What the hell is going on at Turning Point USA? What's going on? I want to know.
They're trying to deal with your bullshit. Okay, their leader died tragically in a horrible public affair. They used it, definitely shamelessly. They used it to drum up their numbers and their support. You, equally shamelessly, used it to drum up your numbers and support. It's almost as if everybody does whatever the frack they want on this world.
What is happening over there in Arizona? Who is in charge exactly? Who is making the decisions? Who is calling the shots on all of these terrible and extremely obvious PR moves? I think we all deserve to at least.
Who knows? Who is calling the shots on the terrible PR moves? Who gives a shit who's calling the shots? The terrible PR move. The move is made, Candace. What significance are you now giving to terrible PR moves? Now, please, we need to do. I need to take notes.
Know what's going on. It feels like this company is going to turn into Enron, right? Amazing, and then just plummet overnight. I have just the lack of transparency, and also, ironically, the transparency of the things that they are doing. You can't make this up.
Okay, so they're disingenuous. Let's follow along, boys and girls. They're disingenuous. I mean, you know what? I saw this. Chud was doing this the other day, so I'm gonna do this. Okay. No, I don't want a timer. I want this. Oh, very cool, StreamYard. Wow, it's almost like we pay $40 for stuff. Okay, so I will go that this is the claim here. Disingenuous. TP USA. Disingenuous. How do I even spell it? Yeah, please give me a disingenuous, transparent, transparent. Bad PR move. Okay, so I'm just keeping track of the claims here.
They're just so obvious.
Oh wait, lack of transparency. Sorry, there you go. Thanks, Scoop. Let's edit this. Say transparent and lack of transparency. Guys, we have 1,000 characters. We're good here. Okay. Go. Sorry, Candace. We're
so obviously trying to hide something. Before we get into their frankly bizarre late night.
They're trying to hide something. What are they trying to hide? There's always this. This is an incredible tactic. I love her and hate her all at once. Okay. Bad PR moves trying to hide something. So we're always trying to hide something. Oh, shit. I've just remembered there is a conspiracy theory, conspiracy-minded discussion, like about how the conspiracy mind works. And what I want to do is relate that to how Candace's mind works. Because it's uncanny. It's like they used Candace as the model. Like what the conspiracy brained person is looking for. They have a lack of trust in the world, paranoia, and then they want to find the answer, and the answer has to be the one that mainstream rejects, because that makes them feel better. It's great stuff. What does she have against TP USA? Well, basically, it was too friendly with the Jews. Okay, and because she knows that Charlie Kirk was starting to get critical of Israel, and her whole theory is that the Jews wanted to get rid of Charlie Kirk and take over TP USA, Turning Point USA. So it's like that's her problem with them. She thinks that she thinks that they're behind Charlie's death as well. Not just the Jews, but TP USA. They had to kick Charlie Kirk out because Charlie Kirk was not good for TP USA anymore, because he was criticizing Israel. Therefore, they were losing out on Jewish donors, and that was the big thing.
Tweets and ultimatum. I wanted to update you guys and let you know that Cam Higbee, remember that weird propagandist reporter who goes to the Pentagon press secretary and is like, "Don't laugh, okay, right? Don't laugh," and then proceeds to ask if they heard about France's assassination attempt on my life, which I also said in the French on the ground the day that Charlie was assassinated. Yeah, this Cam Higbee, take a listen. as well.
Yeah. So this is my first question, and don't laugh. Does the DOW have any evidence at all of a French military plot to assassinate Candace Owens?
That is an interesting question. Not that I'm aware of, but interesting question. I can try to find out and maybe let you know. I think that might be.
Yeah, sorry. What's the problem here, Candace? You have made the claim that there was an assassination attempt. There was going to be assassination attempt on your life, right? From the French Legion or something, right? That's what your claim was, and they confirmed receipt of you giving them the information to investigate. Remember, I spoke about the fun word she uses, confirm, to make it sound really nice. What is the joke here? Sorry,
or more of a law enforcement matter. So I brought that up because it was just so propagandist, so in our faces. I obviously did not think that this was going to lead back to Turning Point USA, but little did I know that we can add Cam Higbee onto our list of brand new. Everyone was just so brand new on that day. Everyone was so brand new leading up to Charlie's assassination. Well, Cam Higbee is on the payroll of Turning Point USA beginning in August of this year. So in theory,
so there you go. So yes, see, you know what, Candace? It might be that you're the problem. Okay, so it might be, yes, they are with TPUSA, and TPUSA is against you because you are talking shit about their person. And you're making their brand sound like shit. So yes, somebody that criticizes you will have bad opinions of you. And will share them with other people.
Cam Higbee, who's laughing off the idea of an assassination attempt, is being paid by the very organization that just had its leader assassinated in broad daylight in front of.
Candace, we're laughing at you because it's very far-fetched that the French fucking government was going to try and kill you instead of just slaughter you in court, okay, in that metaphorical manner, because that's what they were busy doing. Why would they risk killing you, an American citizen, and causing shit with the whole of America because you insulted their first lady chick, who you say is not a chick? Why would they do that, Candace? She is
the entire world. I find that to be interesting. Who directed him to ask that question? I'm just asking questions. But first, after my episode yesterday, I expected, call me crazy, I expected Turning Point to reach out to me via text, via email. They would instantly follow.
Oh, you see that they didn't reach out to her in the proper way. So therefore, what? Yeah. So you pissed off at that? Cool. I understand.
Up with their long diatribe and be sincere and say, okay, here are some dates and some times. When would you like to make this happen? We're going to stop this great debate. Rather, instead of hearing anything from Turning Point, I heard from Skylar, my executive producer, this morning via text, which I'm going to show you, that I was somehow already.
Oh, she's got the receipts. She heard via text, and she'll show you the texts. Okay. Show me the text about you and Charlie, that you were friends just weeks before he was killed. Like, you spoke about all of how nice it was, and the text that you showed us in the beginning of all this Charlie Kirk stuff, that was those were months and months before, years even, just to
9 hours into a 24-hour countdown that was issued by Turning Point USA. Here is that text exchange with Skylar.
The live stream we announced on the show Wednesday has been set at 4 p.m. on Monday. A collection of Charlie's friends will respond to statements made by real Candace to set the record straight once and for all prior to the opening. Okay.
This morning, 8:49 said, I'm sure you saw this. And I responded to him and I said, no, actually I
didn't. Oh no, so she wouldn't have seen it. The point is you did see it and you need to respond to it. I hope that you are going to, because you're just asking questions, blah, blah, blah. Go, confront them, show us, prove us wrong, Candace. Do it.
I didn't see this, and I opened the tweet, which went out from Blake Neff around midnight last night, and here's what he wrote. I'm like, how am I supposed to see this? The live stream we announced.
How am I supposed to see this? Well, you did see it, Candace. That's the fucking point. They knew that people were going to be out. I'm frothing. If there's one woman that makes me froth, it's Candace Owens. I'm not still streaming. I've just started an hour and a half ago. It's a different stream. What's it, BMO?
On the show Wednesday has been set. That would imply to the audiences that they reached out to me and we set a time. No, he goes on. At 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. local time on Monday, December 15th, a collection of Charlie's friends will respond to statements made by.
Please, I want to see this. Please. Okay, what is 2 p.m. local time Monday? Okay, so 2 p.m. A collection. So wait, 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 4 p.m. Eastern in GST. Okay. Oh shit, bricks. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock on Tuesday morning for me. So, well, fine. I still want to watch that. Either way, we're going to react to it. Shinsia put it in the calendar. This is Tuesday. Okay, so anyway.
Candace Owens to set the record straight once and for all prior to the opening of America Fest.
So the thing is, they're going to respond to the statements made by Candace, whether she's there or not. So I'm here for it. Let's go, boys and girls. I am not a fan of everything that TPUSA has done. Absolutely not. When I went over the Charlie Memorial and all of that, some of those speeches were just too much, guys. They were just, I did not enjoy them. They were not genuine. But they were doing what a company does, and it's icky, but it's not Candace Owens icky either. So it's not we killed Charlie Kirk icky. It's we are going to use this to make Charlie's company even better, Charlie's organization even better. I hope they read her the Riot Act. For what? She's not going to be listening. I wonder if she's getting. Please, Candace, please go there.
Now it's going to be once and for all. It sounds pretty final. I mean, I would assume I'd have to contribute so I can answer back, right?
You will answer back, won't you? You will be streaming about it. You will be going and doing all your faces and your tones and your suggestions straight after. But I want you to be there. Go into the studio.
He goes on to write, we'll be live streaming, as he said from the beginning. This is going to be a live stream event from Charlie's Phoenix studio. Our offer from yesterday holds. If Candace wishes to join us in person in Phoenix, she's welcome to do so. She can let us know by the end of today. Why? I'm sorry.
Yes. And you know what? I know that they've said she can let us know by the end of today. I think if Candace, like on the day, said, please, can I walk in? I'm sure they would have to make a plan. Come on, boys. It would be great for viewership. Candace is so dense that she'll make content about it for months on end. You know what? You can do that. So, you know, with scammers, like with Kit Boga, where he wastes their time by just giving them things to do. Like, just go. Just give her things to talk about. I think that is what happened with her assassination attempt. Somebody just made shit up and said, and sent it and wanted to see if she believed it, and she does. And now she sent it to the freaking Department of Justice or whatever it is.
If you're saying this happened on 15, why am I getting 24 hours to be able to respond to you? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god. 24 hours in an online world. Can I?
For some reason.
You can dial in. You can join them. You don't have to be in the actual studio. You can dial in and be on a call. This can happen, Candace. But again, grievance. Continue. Go off, Queen.
Like, this is a BS offer and a really cheap PR move. There's no reason to issue a 24-hour response and put something in the middle of the night. A. B, there's no reason to reach out to me and say, hey, does this work? Can I check some flights, see if I can get in there? Nope. This is it. They put this up there on the 15th. The last week of our show is live. Obviously, leading up to Christmas, that's the last week of our show. Obviously, it's a pretty busy week. So I'm like, okay, caught off guard by this, but you know what? I sense this is a PR move. So let me say, you've already said it's live streamed. If an event is live streamed, of course, we can make it work any place, any time, any day. We can make this happen, right? Because you're live streaming it. There's no reason I can't show up electronically, okay?
Exactly. Oh, good girl.
I respond to him and I say this. Kind of weird how you didn't email or call me to ask about times or availability and instead chose to tweet this conference.
So weird. No, they're drumming up publicity, honey, sweetie, baby child. They're doing that. I don't think they don't want to do things behind the scenes, yeah? They want the public threat of, hey, we invited you, and that pushes you into accepting. They're challenging you publicly. They're throwing down the gauntlet for real in public, and it does put pressure you into either way they win. You come to them and they give you the truth. So there's that. They win if you do join. If you don't join, you look like a freaking coward, and that you don't stand behind your convictions. So I think it's actually a pretty good PR move. But you're saying it's who's behind these wonky PR moves and they're hiding things? Ugh. Is this the Candace Owens alien show? No, this is the Candace Owens TPUSA is after me show.
Reaching out at midnight. Why am I learning about this on X? December 15th does not work in person.
It's publicly disrespectful because she has been publicly disrespectful. Absolutely. She's not phoning them and writing emails and saying, oh, you know, guys, I think, you know, that Charlie Kirk's wife, I think she might be in on it or whatever. No, she's freaking out just saying it on her show. Please, why should we be courteous to you?
And 2 p.m. happens to also be the literal time that I do my podcast live every day, which you knew, but we will happily.
Why am I learning? Sorry, you can dual stream that. You can work it out. Oh, it's the same time I do my podcast. Exactly. So your audience will be in the TPUSA audience. Oh, massive numbers, massive hype. Oh, the internet will blow up. Oh, can't wait for this. I'm so glad. Q, thank you for making me watch the latest video. Okay, so December, it doesn't work in person, and 2 p.m. is also the literal time I do my podcast live every day, which you knew. But we will happily cancel the daily podcast and we'll join you guys. Exactly. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Instead of live stream on the 15th that works on your end. Let's lock it in. Yes, lock it in.
We cancel daily podcast and we'll join you guys virtually instead for the live stream on the 15th.
You know what's funny, Q? Okay, she wants TPU USA to fail and go under. Before all of this, so when she first did like a tribute to Charlie, she, in that video, she actually did a TP USA ad read. Okay, because TP USA wanted to use like a discount or something like that, or there was an ad read for TP USA in her video about Charlie Kirk. And that was in the beginning, and then eventually it just starts going to the point. She starts going against them. It's fascinating. I wonder if she's actually taken that out, because I distinctly remember there was a TP USA like discount code or join code or something like that at the time.
If that works on your end, let's lock it in, question mark. Okay, we're jumping here. Let's make it happen. Okay, that's the beauty of the internet. That is the beauty of 2025. You can literally be any place, anytime. Just send me a link. Right?
But you're acting like you're still put out though, Candace. You're still acting like they're horrible. Like whatever. And their mistreatment of you is somehow proof that they are as bad as you think they are, or not as Bimo said here, or Chrono said here, that you were shit to them, so they're shit to you.
Any place, anytime, we can join you virtually. In fact, today on their show, they had Andrew Colbert joining them virtually. So they have the tech capability to do this. We have the tech capability to do this. Let's make this sincere and do this for people around the world who do not feel that you guys have been honest and forthcoming in terms of answers.
Yes, do it. Do it for the truth, guys. Do it.
That you could obviously supply regarding Charlie Kirk's assassination. Well, if we needed any more evidence that nothing that they do is genuine and that this was an obvious planned PR move, here is what Blake tweeted out.
Yes, honey, sweetie, baby child, planned PR moves happen. You do them yourself. Okay? What actually happened? What in terms of the invite? They said, listen, we're going to do basically a town hall, like a broadcast that refutes all of the things that Candace Owens has said, and then they've invited her to be able to comment, to actually be able to have discuss it. And like we said, they did it publicly. They didn't email her beforehand and then announce that they're doing it. They publicly called her out. They publicly challenged her, and she is upset about that, like you've said. And she is now calling this a planned PR move. Yes, they're an organization. They're going to do that. That is exactly how they work.
Us now before we went live on the show. Yesterday, we made it clear that we would be scheduling a formal response to allegations and accusations that you have made. We have decided that response will be delivered during a live stream, as he said, a live stream on December 15th. Thank you for your response, letting us know that you will not be joining the in-person conversation. We will be proceeding without you. Why are you proceeding?
No, that's stupid. That's stupid. Sorry, no. They're not going to be in person. But she did say online, didn't she, in her previous thing? No?
Without me, to have a conversation that is about me. Why am I getting 24 hours to respond? Why do you need me there in person if you are trying to be sincere and answer the very many questions that I have brought up on the show? You guys weren't even sincere in what you said yesterday. You told.
No, that is the narrative, Bimo, that she's telling the truth and she's going, that is her, for people that are with Candace, that's what she's doing. This is about, they believe her when she says this is about her trying to get the truth for her friend. It's about her friend, and it's not about her just finding the coolest alternative truth. It's not about that. It's about her and her friend. And she was very close with Charlie, and she's just trying to protect. So it's just about her being a good person. And yeah, the questions that she asked in some instances were quite interesting and quite valid, but the answers that she gives, those are the problem. Yes, I am attacking Candace Owens on here because it's my freaking stream. Yes, I can do that. Welcome.
Some glaring lies about things that I have said. So we're supposed to trust that you guys are going to handle this discussion all by yourselves and respond to any and every allegation. And this isn't just some planned PR for once and for all.
You know what? The feeling's mutual, user.
Like I said, this is so obvious. He's being completely destroyed in the comments because what's happening at Turning Point, and I've seen this happen before, is they now believe that they're smarter than their audience, right? They think they are smarter than their small pocket donors. They can pull such an obviously crappy public move like this and pretend they think they are smart. This is so obvious. He's being completely destroyed in the comments because what's happening at Turning Point, and I've seen this happen before, is they now believe that they're smarter than their audience, right? They think they are smarter than their small pocket. donors.
I don't think Candace thinks she's smarter than her audience. I think Candace is on the same level as her audience. She's not. I don't believe she's actually grifting. Like it's weird. Like I was just saying that. Yeah, she's saying it's all about her friend and whatever. But no, I think it's a personal reason that she's gone over or gone after TPUSA. It's a personal belief that there is there is injustice and she must go and unearth it. So it's like her personal conspiracy brain is the reason she's doing it. So she does believe the things she says, but yeah, at the same time, it's just not true. She makes huge leaps from question to answer immediately. Just because there is a question, that makes it proof.
Pull such an obviously crappy public move like this and pretend, well, we tried. You know, she's
no, that's bullshit. I'm with her on that. That listen, you've just said that you are you've just said that you are going to join and you can join electronically. Let's make it happen. Literally, she ended her message with, let's lock it in. We confirm that you're not going to take place in person. We'll proceed without you. No, I would destroy them in the comments. Yeah. No, this must happen.
Said she could make it work, and we tried.
And if that is supposed to be a smart PR move to get her to join your conversation, that works. But if it's a smart PR move to show her as a coward, you lost. You fucked yourselves then, because you've said the whole point. If the whole point was to challenge Candace and then she wouldn't make it and she would be shown as a coward, that's not a good move PR wise. This was a good move to get her in the studio, to get her to talk about this face to face or in real time, not in reaction videos. That would have worked. That would have been it. That she must go in person to take control away from her. That is true. They're in her she would be in their territory. But I think even being virtually there, they can go, oh, sorry, technical issues, all of that. They can do, yeah, I just think, don't take it out on my desk. No, I will take it out on my desk. Okay, so I don't. That's shit. They have to have her. They have to have her on. I hope that they've responded and they go, oh shit. I need to go to that tweet.
It has to be physically. She needs to be in person, even though we have shown that we have people join us not in person and it's live streamed and we both have the capabilities.
The thing is that she should be called out for her weirdo side comments about who's in charge and who killed Charlie. That's what they're doing. That is supposedly what they're doing on Monday's broadcast at the same time as she's broadcasting. But now they're not letting her on electronically. That's bullshit. So they invited her to be there in person. She won't go there in person. I mean, listen, this is a woman who thinks the French are trying to kill her. I don't think she would go there in person anyway. She didn't broadcast when she thought that that she was going to be assassinated, as if that stopped anyone before. Like, you don't have to go to your studio. But anyway, that she should be allowed to be able to speak to them. It really doesn't look good.
Do that. If she doesn't make this work within 24 hours, we can now say that it's on Candace. This is a disaster, okay? It is a dump.
It is a disaster, but you said it was supposed to be a smart PR move.
Dumpster fire. That's the only way to describe what's happening at USA today, and right now it's a dumpster fire. Everyone can read this for what it is. As I said, they're getting destroyed in the comments. Like, really, guys? Really? You're not going to just send us a simple live stream link and let us join you? Yeah. We've had people on this show live stream. We can have them tomorrow. In response, I said to them, I'll make this work. I also attached to that tweet any day leading up to the 15th. We can do this virtually, any place and any time. But no, they need to have it in person in Phoenix on December 15th, but they cannot have me at all.
No, that's bullshit. No. Google it, you'll find receipts. No, she's got the receipts. She did say anytime, any place. Yeah, I'm with her. Sorry, I'm with her on this. That's initially I'm like, oh, well done. Look at them. They've called her out, and she's got to go and do it. And now they're like, no, if she's not there in person, they've just had somebody on their show. That's a stupid move. So she's talking about them doing these crazy planned PR moves. That was a very bad PR move. Fire your PR advisor. Please hire V. Okay, V will be a great PR advisor. anytime, any place, and except need to be there physically, then there's issues. I think she should be able to join virtually. I don't see the point. I don't see the difference. I suppose she gets access to people behind the scenes. People that are Googling for her in the background when she's on a virtual call. But yeah, Candace should go. She should actually then say, fine, you've tried to lock me out. You said we can't make it happen. I'm going physically. That she should do that. That is a way that she can push them out of their PR move. She should. Come on, Candace. Do it. Go there. Bring your security. Do whatever. Come on. Stand on business.
Is that passing the vibe check for you guys? Or does it seem like more posturing and more of a way for them to simply be in the room with themselves as they all lie without any person in the room to be able to fact check those lies, who have researched those lies and who have kept a list?
I'm not understanding why they would keep that. It doesn't work. If she doesn't go physically, then there's less pressure. Being there in person is pressure tactic. Well, she should be able to deal with the pressure. She should. She is the bastion of truth, is she not? She is just asking questions, and she's there for justice. And she is the leader of the Candace investigation, the CIA. She should go. She should be able to deal with the pressure. She could annihilate them. If she should be able to. She should not be afraid. Come on, I want to see it. This would be the best sort of blood sports, because it's like watching a confrontation in real time, a confrontation about lies, and she can bring up her list. They should let her. This should be open season, man. They should let her come in with all her notes, whatever she wants. She should be able to do her investigation live in front of them. Oh, this does make them look bad. I'm sorry, I'm with Candace on this. It makes them look bad. But the way that you can push their buttons is by showing up on the day.
Regarding the very new lies they're telling, okay? I maintain that Turning Point is engaged in a cover-up. That is how I feel, okay? And like I said, it pains me to say that, because this was once a bright spot in the conservative movement. It is no longer. They are using left-wing tactics, calling us names rather than answering us questions. It's everything Charlie stood against, okay? You don't need to call somebody a racist because they're asking questions about what happened with George Floyd leading up to his death, okay? That is a way that you skip over having to debate logically, is you name call. All Blake Neff did.
I'm okay with questions, Candace, but your conclusions are the crazy, crazy stuff, okay? Again, I'm telling you, I am a true crime fan. And if people like to come up with theories, man, there's a theory that this one serial killer that existed in the past in America was Jack the Ripper. There are people that come up with theories, and not even conspiracies, just theories, okay, of how things happened in true crime. And you look at them, okay, and they present their case, and you decide whether you're with that or not. But the way that you present it, honey, you present it as it's fact all the time, and that it's groundbreaking, and that it's blowing them out. It's the key. That is what I cannot stand from you. I'm okay with questions, absolutely, but the way that you jump to conclusions just from having a question, just because you don't know the answer, you pick up and you go, haha, you see?
Was name call yesterday. All the pastors have been doing. It's demonic. It's possessed. It's evil. How about you simply answer the questions and
sorry. You yourself say things are demonic, possessed, and evil. Cancel.
Stop behaving like you're a radical leftist. Everyone can see what you're doing. That's why I want you guys to know. It's very clear, okay? I'm not asking people to defend me. You are just genuinely this transparent. So I am sorry that I cannot arrive in person because our last week on air before the holidays. I am still very happy, and I will say it again, to make that date and time and place, because I'm here and we have the technological capabilities to make it so, make it work. We can move it around and we can do it even at
No, Candace, you could totally just go there in person and just knock them the fuck out. Do it. BTFO them. If she really wants to prove her theory, then she has to accept TPUSA's terms, which means do it in person. I think this makes Candace look bad. Yeah, look, I think TPUSA looks shit as well. Both sides look shit here, but Candace has a choice in this, and I think meeting their challenge would be so much better than, and she makes them look like shit, because she's like, she said, I can join, let's make it happen. And then the way that they dismissed her and just went, oh, we'll proceed without you because you've dismissed it. No, they should get in contact with her. They should make this happen. And I hope they freaking well do. It makes her look like she has something to hide. Scoop. See, we can use Candace logic here. And we could be like, why, Candace? Why aren't you going in person, Candace? Why? Is it because you're hiding something? Is it because you won't be able to stand up to scrutiny? So, and that's what she would do. She would say that, and that would be proof. Not just, oh, Candace is not going. I want her to go. No, she would go from, oh, if this was about her, like she was interrogating herself or questioning herself, she would say, oh no, oh, so she doesn't. That's weird, guys. That's weird. Why wouldn't you? You're getting the opportunity to get the truth. Why wouldn't you go there in person? Yeah. It must be Candace's Jewish benefactors. You know what, Matty? The other day I was saying how people are making money by just hating on Jewish people online. And the biggest troll would be to hate on Jewish people online and then give all the money that you make to Jewish people. That would be fucking awesome. That would, like, you know what? It would be great if we found Candace has Jewish benefactors. They're playing both sides. That would be great. You're struggling to see what makes TP USA look bad here. Okay, so TP USA, I think we agree there, BMO, that them calling her out publicly, that's not what's bad. Okay, so the thing is they've made it. Let's find the tweets here. So they made a tweet, or what it so she replied, so they made their first tweet where they said, the live stream we announced on the show Wednesday has been set at 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. local time on Monday, December 15th. The collection of Charlie's friends will respond to the statements made by real Candace O. So they've tagged her. She's going to see that. How do I not see this? No, you're tagged. Your team is going to see it, okay? To set the record straight once and for all prior to the opening of America Fest. We'll be live streaming from Charlie's Phoenix studio. Our offer from yesterday holds. If Candace wishes to join us in person in Phoenix, she's welcome to do so. So they did give her an offer previously that her aide or her producer picked up. There's a screenshot of it. Local time, friends respond to comments prior to the opening. Okay, so that's the part that we are agreeing on, that it's a grift on TPUSA there. But the thing is, you also need to set the record straight yourself. You need to make a statement of sorts. And always giving press releases is just not going to be good enough. You're going to have to make it, especially if you're a media company yourself, you should be doing shows about it and everything. Don't let Candace dominate the narrative here. So anyway, so they call her out publicly. We both agree that that's just normal. That's fine. Because she's treated them like shit. Why should they do her the courtesy of trying to organize nicely, right? So she then replies, kind of weird how you didn't email or call me to ask about times or availability and choose to instead tweet this confirmation out at midnight. Okay, so she's calling them out for that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Why am I learning about this on X? Because they're pushing you. My opinion at this point, when I first saw this, was, wow, TPUSA is doing something cool by pushing her in. She cannot but accept this. That is why they haven't done it behind the scenes. They've called her out publicly. Now she has to accept or look like a coward. December 15th does not work in person, and 2 p.m. is also the literal time I do my podcast live every day, which you knew, but we will happily cancel the daily podcast and we'll join you guys virtually instead for the live stream on the 15th, if that works on your end. So did they just not read the full fucking message, TPUSA? Because she said she's going to join virtually. Let's lock it in, ? So you should have a reply to that says, oh no, even TPUs, if they go, no, we would prefer it in person. Like if they reply in that way publicly, that would have been better. But their response, apparently,
now at midnight, why am I learning about this on X? Summer 15 does not work in person. Okay. Instead, for the live of 2025, you can literally be any tech capability to do this coming. Evidence that nothing that they do is genuine, and that this was that we would be scheduling a formal response.
So they go, yesterday we made it clear that we would be scheduling a formal response to the allegations and accusations you have made. So they just replied. It's like speaking to an AI. So this is what's wrong here, BMO. She has said, I will join you virtually. And they didn't say anything about that. They go, yesterday we made it clear that we would be scheduling a formal response to the allegations and accusations you have made. We've decided that response will be delivered during a live stream on December 15th. Thank you for your response, letting us know you will not be joining the in-person conversation. We will be proceeding without you. So what they've did is they invited her. She gave them an alternative. And instead of even saying no to the I think it's just a bad look for them to even not even acknowledge that she what's the name that she offered the virtual thing. The way that this is said, it's like, you know, when an AI or a tech support person has not understood your problem and they just give you a generic response. That is what is, yeah, it's the assumption that's bad. That's what makes it, for me, that's just, it makes you look stupid. It makes you look like you actually didn't want her to come anyway. And the fact that you haven't said we want you here in person, it would be better in person, nothing. Instead, you've just gone straight to, oh well, we acknowledge that we will proceed without you. That jump was not a good look face wise. They didn't invite her for a virtual appearance. I understand that, Q, but I think not acknowledging her response properly doesn't work for them. Even if they say they could say that in their response. The way that they did this here makes it seem petty and that they didn't want her to come in the first place anyway, which makes me think it's a bad PR move, because if your PR move was to get Candace to look like a coward, that fucking backfired. But then again, she is being cowardly by not going there in person. She can, I don't know, she should start a GoFundMe for a plane ticket or something to go there, because I don't know, she was invited physically and she said she could not be there on the 15th, which could be taken as a denial. But she said she would happily cancel. She would happily cancel her thing and join on the live stream. She did say that. So I'm with her on that. But I'm also with you on the fact that the way that she can get even get them even better, hit them even harder, is by going. So they've tried to go, oh well, you know what, it's not in person, so we made it in person so that because we knew you wouldn't come to us in person. But then she goes, come on now, I just want the entertainment. But guess what? It's gonna be, if she doesn't go, it's gonna be her. Maybe it's gonna be her live reacting, and then they're gonna copyright claim. I don't know. But either way, she's gonna respond, and it's gonna continue the way it's continued before. I don't care about PR. I just have some experience with crazy people. They probably don't want her. So they don't want her in person. They don't want her there because it's just going to be crazy. But it could be the end of her, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it could be the time that the mask goes completely off, that we realize that Candace is not well. It could be the breaking point. By not going, it's looking like she's hiding something, in my opinion. I think that's true. You could do it. You could say that, especially with her reasoning. Her reasoning is she's hiding, you know, she does that where somebody does something and she attributes it to malice. So we could do the same with her if we wanted to. I think it's just that she might find out some things that she's not prepared for. She is worried about how it will look. Maybe it will, I suppose, if we're doing a risk assessment here, what looks worse? Her not going and then doing a response video afterwards, you know, debunking them and claiming the narrative back, because she already has her supporters. People who believe her already believe her. Same thing with all other kinds of political things. It's very difficult to break free. So she that looks bad. Yes, we judge her and we think that she's hiding something. She looks bad with that. But her going and then getting demolished by the facts, by the actual people involved, that would be way worse than what she's doing now. So it seems like that's why she's doing it. So by not going, yeah. So I think I'm with you on that, Scoob. She's hiding something. It's that it just won't work. We need the sneezing mustard kitty notification. No, we do not. No, we do not. I don't actually have it here, but you know what we'll do? Oh, it's not here. I don't have the other one. You're very lucky, Bimo. She needs the full live experience outside of her basement. I wonder if she does leave. I like that jacket. of hers that she was wearing. But anyway, I'll happily give it to you. Yeah, okay, fine. Just to end off the show, let's do that. Wait, did Creamage send it to me? No. Where was it? Where did I watch it from today? Did you send it? Yeah. No, you played it. You played it for, yeah, you get it. So I'll end the show with that horrible vision, a la AI cursed images. Give me a few minutes. I got to move to my desktop. I made it. You made another one. You made it. Oh, so oh, jeez. So yeah, if you guys are wondering what we're talking about, today we're talking about AI in thinkers, and then we were using Vegeta used AI to make a mustard, like like in The Shining, the blood comes out of the elevator. He did that with mustard instead, and then from there we got onto the idea. I sneezed, and then they said make an AI of Kitty sneezing mustard. It doesn't really look like me, but it's still gross. It doesn't even matter that it's not me. It's just gross. So we are waiting for BMO. But if you haven't watched The Thinkers, also you will see BMO with boobs. What? Titmo. Titmo. Pro diagramming program. I liked your debate analysis video and the Transformers video. We have to finish it next week. So I'm still going to continue with that re-examination. But I use Xmind. It's really great. It keeps things very neat. I went back to using Canva for another video, and it actually was not. It was not fun. So yes, Xmind. Use Xmind. It's great. That sounds really gross. It is. And here it is for you. I'll download it because you know what? It actually makes my nose hurt. It like, oof. It's so gross, but you know what? This is a great way to start your weekend, everybody. With a meme clip of what's it? Mustard nose. Prepare yourself. It looks slightly like you, yeah, like Xmind like this. I used to have a referral link, but yeah, I wonder if the referral link works. It probably doesn't. I think I tried it a couple. I use Canva for my thumbnails. Same. Canva's great for thumbnails. It's just the diagramming stuff, their whiteboard stuff it's a bit too. For me, it's a bit too untidy. I need things to stay in place because I'm very untidy. Let me get this downloaded. We're almost there, guys. I think it's disgusting enough to warrant this amount of edging, I suppose. It's gross. It's gross. Let's see. There it is. Yeah. Anyway, no speaker. Sorry, I've also mea culpa in terms of my accent. It's dumb. Sorry about the scream, guys, but that's what I felt. Sorry about your ears if that's what happened. If I broke them. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. I was going to game, but it actually is late. And I haven't actually set up my PlayStation since the new desk and everything. I haven't set up my PlayStation to connect to my computer and all of that stuff. So I'm figuring it out. Maybe I'll do some gaming on Sunday. I don't know. It depends on how things are going to go. But anyway, I've really appreciated you coming and hanging out with me again. Have a nice life. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week for more diagramming. And yeah, the Candace Owens journey will continue too. I'm waiting for the neighbors wondering who's screaming. Listen, when I did that stream and I screamed like that, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get the what do you call it? the security coming. It didn't happen though. Great. Insulation. Let's go. Or nobody cares. Okay. Have a nice live, and I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next time.